This is the Naga clan, the celestial serpent race, powerful shapeshifters who protected Earth from the primordial times until one by one they disappeared. Until now. This is their final legend, told for the first time in an ancient Indian language. I'm your host. Let's begin. The story begins in the land of Orissa, a state in eastern India where history and nature meet. Once upon a time, there lived a young boy named Aarav. His parents were farmers, and every day he dreamed of adventures beyond their fields. But then there was his grandmother, Dadi Amma. She told stories of the Naga clan, divine serpents who once guarded the skies. But everyone thought such stories were only for kids. One day after a heavy monsoon, the river flooded, eroding the banks and changing its course. So Aarav went to see these changes, and that's when he found an unusual egg in a secluded spot. It was blue, warm and alive. It pulsated with light and sent tremors through the earth. The moment he touched it, a whisper echoed, "I am the last of the Sky Serpent. Awaken me." Startled, Aarav hid the egg under his shirt and ran home, afraid of being laughed at if anyone saw it. That night, the egg throbbed in his dreams, guiding him back to the river. There he met his cousin Meera. She had come from the city of Mumbai for the summer holidays, and she loved adventure. Intrigued by the mysterious egg, Meera joined Aarav in deciphering its whispers. The egg led them to places with deep ties to Naga legends, like the ancient temple of Mahabalipuram in Tamil Nadu, where they found a carving of a seven-headed snake. Then to Cherrapunji in Meghalaya, where a cave had a serpent-shaped river flowing through it. And finally to Mount Kailash near the Tibetan border, where they traced symbols of the Sky Serpent. Finally, following a barely visible path, they reached a hidden valley. Here amidst overgrown vines stood a magnificent temple. Its walls whispered tales of the Naga clan. The moment they entered, the egg pulsed with energy. Suddenly, the dormant serpent within the temple stirred. Its scales rumbled like thunder, and it uncoiled itself slowly, revealing its majestic form. It was Vasuki, the legendary king of the Naga clan. His scales shimmered with celestial light, and his eyes sparkled like distant galaxies. But his awakening did not bring joy. A shadow loomed at his rise. A terrifying creature with a gaping maws and eyes that burned like molten gold, Kaalnaga, the devourer of time and eater of worlds. Long ago, he had tormented the earth, causing chaos and destruction until Vasuki imprisoned him deep beneath the earth with the help of the gods. But now he was free, and he slithered towards the fertile plains of northern India. As Kaalnaga advanced, the landscape changed. The sky darkened with storm clouds. Rivers turned black and twisted. The wind carried whispers of fear. Reaching Delhi, he wreaked havoc, bending power lines and whipping up dust storms. Panic spread. People huddled in their homes, watching in horror as the sky seemed to weep tears of fire. Even the mighty Yamuna River seemed to recoil before him. Meanwhile, Deepika and Arun rushed back to their village, Kaalnaga, hoping to find help. But what could they do? It seemed like the end of the world. But then Arun remembered his grandmother. She must know something. Hope surged within him as he raced towards his home. Dadi Amma listened intently. Her face etched with concern. When she spoke, her voice was grave yet firm. Only the egg-bearer has the power to stop him. You must return to Vasuki, Arun. Understanding dawned on him. He wasn't just a farmer's son. He was the chosen one. So Arun and Meera set off again, racing against time. As they journeyed, the sky crackled with energy. When they looked back, they saw villages engulfed by darkness, the light of hope fading. But then they heard the faint strains of a flute. It was Vasuki. Despite his immense size, he was nimble and swift, almost like a bird. With each beat of his wings, he pushed back the encroaching darkness. Spotting the egg-bearer, Vasuki dived down, scooped Arun into his coils and took off into the raging sky. Above the clouds, the battle raged. Vasuki maneuvered expertly, dodging Kaalnaga's snapping jaws and lashing tail. Meanwhile, Meera on the ground kept the rhythm going. Her voice echoed across valleys, resonating with the flute notes. Kaalnaga roared in frustration, his attacks becoming more erratic. Arun knew they wouldn't win in a fight. He had to use the egg. Taking a deep breath, he held it aloft. The egg blazed with golden light, bathing the clouds in its glow. The sight filled both serpents with wonder. And at that moment, Arun understood. He wasn't just fighting for his village or even India. He was protecting the very essence of light and life. With renewed determination, Arun placed the egg against Vasuki's chest. The light engulfed the Sky Serpent, enveloping him in warmth. Then something miraculous happened. Vasuki roared, a sound that shook the heavens and earth. Light poured out of his nostrils and eyes, pushing back the shadows. Kaalnaga recoiled, shrieking in pain as the light seared through his darkness. With a final deafening screech, Kaalnaga dissolved into a cloud of ash, leaving behind a trail of dissipating darkness. As the sun began its descent, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, the clouds parted, revealing a clear blue sky. Sunlight streamed down, bringing warmth and life back to the land. Vasuki lowered himself gently, nuzzling Arun's cheek. His eyes twinkled with gratitude and pride. "You have saved this world, egg-bearer. Your courage knows no bounds." Below them, the villagers erupted in cheers, their faces upturned towards the sky, tears of joy streaming down their cheeks. As the Sky Serpent descended, the villagers saw not just a mythical beast, but a symbol of hope and resilience. Meera, Arun and Vasuki returned to the sacred river. They placed the now empty egg shell in the water, letting it drift downstream. In the days that followed, life returned to normal. Crops sprouted, birds sang and children laughed. Yet there was a palpable shift in the atmosphere. People no longer doubted the legends. They could feel the presence of Vasuki in the gentle breeze, in the rustling leaves, in the gushing river. They built a shrine by the river and called it the Nāga of the Sky Serpent. But for Arun and Meera, the adventure didn't end there. During the monsoon season, when the sky rumbled and the clouds danced, they could hear the faint echo of a flute and the whisper of a dragon, inviting them back to the realm of magic and wonder. And here we end our tale, but our journey through Indian mythology and folklore isn't over. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified about our upcoming episodes. Also, let us know which tales you'd like to hear next. Remember, every myth, every legend carries a timeless wisdom. It's up to us to discover it and share it with the world. So join us and let's embark on this incredible journey together. See you soon with a new adventure. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring the world of Indian mythology and folklore.